Hi everyone, Marcy here. I'm back today with another thrift haul and other things. I've been kind of gathering supplies here and there as I've gone over the last few months. It's nothing really big in any one spot, but I thought I'd share it with you because I have found a few little treasures, as well as the big orange bag from, you guessed it, TEMU. I can't find their logo, but anyway. I didn't really want to show the big orange bag in the thumbnail because that just really bugs me. I don't know why. It's part of this haul, but it's not the only part of this haul. So anyway, I just had a few fun things to share with you while I've been out and about. Some things I even found on our trip to the coast in July. So get yourselves ready to watch and I'll be right back to show you what's in this big pile. So let's start first with what I found at our local reuse supply place, and I went there earlier in the spring because I needed some dirt. Now you can buy dirt anywhere, but they have a special mix that's acid mix, and I was trying to buy it for my blueberry plants. So I thought, well, while I'm there, let's look around, and I had also made a donation to the thrift store, so it all worked out really well. They never disappoint me when I go to look at the laces and trims. There's always something interesting, and so I generally find my more interesting laces and trims at that place more than at thrift stores. I feel like our thrift stores here just don't save the right things. But look at this one. Isn't that the prettiest? Is that focusing? No, it is not. Focus, please. There it goes. Isn't this pretty? This gorgeous rose trim. I'm not sure when this is going to air because I've recently aired the Grabie box, the subscription box and things, and I was really wanting to work on my garden journal. So this may air after that, and you actually may see me using this in the garden journal before you see me show that I got it. So it just kind of depends. I don't want to bore you guys with back-to-back haul videos, and still at the moment only uploading once a week just for my sanity and everything. I'm going to start helping my daughter in her library classroom. I think I might try to go in like once a week or once every other week or something because she has a lot of stuff to clear out and things to do. Now look at this. This is the most interesting braid trim, and honestly this is not the right box because as you will see, the box said it was a spring green and it is not spring green. This is yellow and it's a polyester. So I don't know what was in there. It said flat braid, so I guess flat braid. It's kind of cool though. It's really interesting for tag toppers and lining the edges of pages and just playing around. Let's see, before I show you the fabrics though, I want to finish showing you the laces. So I did find this, and this is just this prettiest, most dainty little eyelet trim with the pink edge. Isn't that pretty? And let's see, it was 4 yards for $2 is what I paid. And I like having these giant spools because then I can wind other things, long lengths of lace on them, and then it saves me a little bit of space, and they store flat, or I can stand them up. If I had a place to stand them up, I could do that, but I don't. So I just thought that was neat. I love eyelet, and I love the pink edge on it. So we found a couple of other trims. I'm always looking for something a little bit flat and a little bit narrow, and these look older. I could be wrong, but they do look older. And this is just a nice dainty trim. There's that one. Isn't that pretty? There's quite a bit on there. Let's see, that one said 2 yards 50 cents. I guess that's what I paid. I don't know. I didn't pay very much. I do know that. And their whole purpose is to keep things out of the landfill, which we should all be able to get behind that concept. And then right here, this one's neat. So you can thread a wider ribbon through it if you want, and if you don't want, so use it the way it is. It's kind of interesting, but it's kind of not completely off-white, but a little off-white. And this one was 3 yards for 75 cents. It's truly, their prices there are just phenomenal because the whole point is to get it out and get it used. It's supposed to be a non-profit, I think. Okay, so they had a little bin full of fabric, just pieces. And I am going to have to go and probably wash all of these. So there's this pretty little green, 25 cents is what they were. And I think sometimes when I get a lot of something, they just knock it down a little bit more and give me a lump price. So I don't think I had enough to do that with this time. I went for this dark green because I always seem to want a really dark green like this, and I've used all up the one that I had, and I never seem to be able to find it. So this will be great for like farm kitchen journal. I was going through all of my stuff last night. I was putting things away and I had to reorganize, and I was looking at all of my farm garden, little red hen, you know, those kind of things. And I have quite a lot of supplies and quite a few journals to make. So this will go in one of them, but I think it's just really sweet, the pattern on it. It's very farmy, 25 cents. And this one I got just because it's pretty. Now I am not, generally speaking, a big fan of knits. So I think this feels like it has a little polyester to it, but it also feels like a cotton. So I think it'll be okay. And then also keeping in mind little red hen journals. Isn't that the cutest? So when we're done here, I got a lot of putting away to do. So there was that. And then last but not least, I found a couple more of these. So I'm going to have them listed in my Etsy shop. There's the decal, and then there's the postage stamp, and I always test them out to make sure that they actually work really well. This one feels a little loose, but it works great. And this one is tighter than this one, but it's not so tight you can't use it. But I always test them when I'm there. Or I had gotten some scrapbook papers, which I think I put them all away now. But I test them on my papers I'm going to buy so I can make sure that they cut properly. So, yeah. There's that. We will move these things away. I'm back with a stack of books. And these things I found at the thrift store, and that's about all I found, was this really interesting old notepad. And it says Northwestern. I don't know if that's like the railroad. Chicago, a Northwestern Transportation Company. Yeah. Never used. It's still in the plastic. So I found that little interesting notepad that's kind of got a masculine or train theme. And then I just found a stack of cards. And I don't remember. It was like $5 for something. So I just got a whole bunch because these kinds of cards are very cool. And, you know, I just like using cards in my journals. This would make a really cool belly band, right? On a page, and then you could just open it up to write inside, but it would be a belly band. You could tuck things behind it on the page. And then as many as I could, I tried to find the matching envelopes or one that I just liked. For instance, this one matches. And here's the card. So there's these tall, skinny cards. I had some of these I found once before at a different thrift store, and I just think these are so nice. They feel really good quality too. I don't know who makes them or how people get them. I think they might be from one of those fundraising groups. I'm not sure. There's that one. But they just have such beautiful images on them that I just really enjoy using them. I seem to be drawn to these. Oh, hydrangea. Pretty. I think I slipped these into the envelopes so I could make sure that they went with them. Because everything was just in a big box, all mishmashed together. But that's what I like about these, is that they have the matching envelopes, and so it helps add a little bit more of a cohesive look to your journals. And here's a different sized one, but still with the decorated envelopes. I love decorated envelopes. This one's got a general angel theme, but kind of a Christmassy theme. Cute. And I think, nope, that is not the envelope that goes with it, but I like the polka dot, so I just figured I could use them together if I want. I'll just cover up the doggies. No offense to the dogs, but we want the angel instead. And then this one has the cutout along the edge, which is always interesting. So these are really cool. Okay, I'll speed this up. And then I was pleased to discover that there were a few really old vintage cards in there. I had to dig. But I saw one or two, and then of course I had to go through the entire stack to make sure I saw as many as I could and took the ones I wanted. Here's another one, old one. Very 70s, right? With the yellows. Isn't that pretty? And this, I think, is the envelope that went with it because it looks kind of old. Let's see, this card. I think this card is older than this envelope, but I stuck them together because they look like they went together. And here's a little tiny one for Elf. Isn't he cute? I need to put that with my elf stuff for making an elf Christmas journal. And then I thought I had two of these, maybe not. This is a sympathy card. I think I may be keeping the sympathy cards in my own card stash because they're hard to find, and these were really pretty. That's the thing, if you ever decide to get out of junk journaling, all you have to do is take all these cards and start sending them to people. It's a win-win. That's pretty, isn't it, with all the sparkle? It almost looks like a Thomas Kinkade, the way all the light. It's not, but it kind of looks like that. And then I just love these kind where they extend the image to the inside of the card, and it's pretty. And then this one, this is the actual envelope. Hooray! Double bonus! Here's a pretty anniversary one. Old one. I think that was just a white envelope that fell down there. And then they had envelopes for a certain amount, so I just grabbed the ones that were pretty. I was like, good. They were just sitting in there with no little friends. These look like fall. Look, they have the acorns. Those will go in my envelope stash. Just these little springy green ones. Oh, I guess there's only one. And then these. This one has kind of a ship and sailing theme. Oh, and this one has birdies. How pretty. So those were the cards. That's all I found on that particular excursion to that thrift store, was just the cards and this notepad. It was kind of a bust. But I also, if I recall right, didn't have a lot of time. The books. These are ones I've been ordering online. So, you know, I did my Edith Holden share, and I did find the birthday book. Now, it's hard to find. It's silly overpriced, but I just went out to Amazon. I was like, whatever. This guy was selling them for $1.98 each, whoever he was. And it's very similar to the other one that I had that was the address book. It's same in size and things, similar sized images, but they wrote in here on all of the dates, all the different things that are already in her books and on her pages, and all the little blurbs. So they're assigned the dates that she actually wrote them. And there are two. I did notice this one has a little bit of something going on up there, so I'm probably going to have to give it a bit of a bleach bath because that looks moldy. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell moldy, but so I got two. They were $1.98. I mean, unbelievable. This one was viewer recommendation again. And I hadn't ordered it earlier, but I went ahead and ordered it this time, and I got two because often if I really like it, I might want to keep it. And interestingly, so they are the same book. This one has got a little bit of wrinkling, probably had some water somewhere nearby. Or I really like the paper. The paper is a matte finish, and it's a decent weight, not too thin, not too thick. Really pretty artwork on them. This one has the cover on it. But this one did not have a cover on it. I like this. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to bring it up. Look at all the speckles. Oh, that's so pretty. There's a little bit of yellowing around the edge, and then again thumbing from back to front. Look at the paper's different color. It's this tan color. And we still have our color illustrations, but the paper is completely different. Isn't that interesting? I don't know why. I could check the publication dates and see if they're different, but I won't do that right now. But I really love all these pen and ink drawings, and then the artistry of the colored panels. Let's see, I thought it told me who did the illustration. So this one was 1974. Illustrated by Edward and Marcia Norman. But boy, they really have a lovely touch. So there's that one. If you want a really nice book, A Sampler of Wayside Herbs by Barbara Pond. And it might look like this as well. See, this one's bigger too. That's very cool. And then I took a chance because it kept coming up in the, I ordered these off of eBay, by the way, coming up in the recommendations, and I was like, well, why not? An illustrated country lover's notebook. Let's see what we've got. And it was really cheap. I don't remember how much, but cheap. And look, isn't that the prettiest? So I would recommend you guys hop on over to eBay and see if you can find yourselves a copy, because these are just beautiful. There's a little pen. And I just love it. It's like a diary, but not the same. I think it's meant for you to chronicle what you see on your woodland excursions. Better yet, just live in the woods. Yep. So, Country Lover's Notebook, illustrated by Juliet Clark, with an E on the end, and Helen Exley is the editor. With looks like Exley Publishers. This was from 1992. In Great Britain and the US, reprinted in 93, 94. So this is probably the 94 copy of it. But I got two because they were very inexpensive, and I thought, let's try it, because you know, those eBay listings don't, if it's from a company, a big bookseller, they don't tell you what's in them. But it was really well worth the chance that I took. This one has a little bit of water on there, looks like. But it doesn't feel weird, so it could be in the paper. It could be part of the design. I don't know. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so there's the books. Then when we were at the beach, there was a small thrift store. It was called Linda's Rag and Bone in Seaside, Oregon. Linda's Rag and Bone. And I will say that the prices on these are not stellar. And actually, she ended up overcharging me on this. Even though it says $2, I think she charged me $3. That did not make me happy when I found out after I got home. I'm trying to see, I don't know if I can reuse this plastic pocket. The packaging is interesting. No, that's gonna just be sticky. I don't want to keep that. But honestly, I got them for the rickracs because they're all these cool colors. And I always try to look for colors that I don't have or colors that I use a lot of. So there's a lot of stuff in there. It was very jam-packed. It was definitely like thrift store and antique store. It was more than just a thrift store, but more than an antique store. Not antique, but you know, vintage collectibles. So I got these 6. So they ended up averaging a little more than $1 a pack, which is about what you pay at the thrift store here. I think 89 cents is what they charge at the youth ranch. But I like the colors, especially this color. And this is a jumbo, which I don't always find. So yeah, those are cool. And then all these red threads, because red is a very useful color. I'm gonna have fun rewinding those on the spools. Somebody went to town with their red thread. They're almost like all out towards the end, but that's fine. I can handle that. But I did find these postcards, and I think they had said they were $1 a piece, but then she gave me the whole pack for $4, I believe. So I'll just hold them up here. Aren't these great? And they are older. I don't believe these were reproduction. Maybe they are. I don't know. They look really... Maybe these are reproduction. In that case, I'm glad I got a better deal on them. These two, very similar. It's the carousel there in Seaside. And I bought them because I still have yet to do a carousel journal. I'm going to do 2 when I do them. Here's the backs. And they were handing them out at one point, apparently, depending on which businesses you went to. You could get a free ride on the merry-go-round if you frequented the business. So this one looks like it was a hotel maybe. And this one, the Crab Broiler, so a restaurant. But I don't know what age, what year. The carousel is still there. They're just not handing out postcards to go ride it. And then I got this one because I thought this lady was cute. She has Spunk Car for masculine journals. This one's just cute. Can't remember the character. I don't think that's a Hummel. Am I wrong? Similar in style, but not the same. But I thought she was cute. And then this guy, this is definitely a vintage one by the weight, the fact it's been written on. I guess I didn't realize those other ones were reproduction when I was standing there, but we were in the car and my husband was waiting on me and we just had a little bit of time, and so I was trying to be fast. And then a couple of Christmas ones. So there's that. All right, so that is my thrift hauls, recent. So now I'm going to go ahead and open this thing and then we'll see what's in my TEMU order because it's been a while since I ordered it. I do know it's not all craft supplies. I know there's like some office-y supplies and stuff. So there we go. So I do kind of remember a few of the things I've ordered. So the first thing I ordered were these little tape measures. I have to say this color, it looks more blue in the listing. It definitely looks gray here. But these are just little ones you can keep in your purse. So I ordered 4 because stocking stuffers. There you go. Stocking stuffers. And then I ordered 2 of these, very serendipitously as well, because I couldn't decide on which color I wanted. So I got 2 because they were super cheap. Pam, on her channel, Pam Benny, she was showing, and that's where I got the idea, because these are really handy to have, and her point was that you could use them to get the staples out of books and get under there without stabbing yourself with your scissors, and I thought that is a really good idea. So that's why I bought the one. I think maybe I meant to buy one for journal making and one for around the house, but my daughter now is a librarian. She got a job for the year as an elementary school librarian, and they need these to get the staples out of the walls. This is what we used to order our teachers all the time, with the flat staple removers, so they didn't gouge the walls trying to pull staples out. And so I think I'll probably give her one of these. And I was telling her about how great it was. I might give the other one to her friend and just order another couple for me. Her friend is the music teacher over there. Okay, next thing. Oh yes, I loved these. These were so cute. These are little doilies, but they have printed images on them, as if you had run them through your printer or something. They're so cute. As soon as I get them open, you'll be able to verify that fact. Well, now I've ripped the bag, so I might as well finish cutting it. I should probably take a second and go ahead and just open all the plastic packaging, because otherwise it's going to take us forever to sit here and listen to that. Okay, but aren't these pretty? I just thought these were the prettiest. And I don't remember if somebody else had them in a share. I think maybe they were part of... No, they weren't. This is TEMU, so I just saw them. And I thought they were pretty. I like that blue one. Isn't that pretty? So they're just really, really gorgeous. These are called, what were they called? I don't know. Can't read that. I don't know exactly what they were called, but I will find it. I can link my order list down below with all the links, and it'll take you directly to that product. This was not a sponsored share. I just went out and ordered. I know that there are other creators who have been contacted by TEMU and do shares, and one of them is Pam. So I will put the link to one of Pam's TEMU hauls, and you can use her link to go shop, because then she gets the credit, but I didn't. I went of my own volition. They have not contacted me, but I want to see what all the hype was about. It's been almost a year since they were here, since they came out, and boy, their advertising, I have to give them kudos for their advertising, because all of a sudden it was everywhere, right? Now these are little tickets that look like flowers. I just thought they were cool. Aren't those the neatest? So I can give you the links, but what you might want to do is go through Pam's site, or if you have another creator that you support, you know, their TEMU efforts, it'll show you what it is, but then go back and buy them through that person's link, through Pam's link, and then she'll get the credit for the sale because she's, I believe, an affiliate. Are you an affiliate, Pam? I can't remember. And you might get a discount. I can't remember. Did I go through your link? I can't remember. I might have originally. I don't remember. Okay, so I saw these. Somebody else had done one had shown these on their haul. And what these are is they're giant paper clips, obviously, but it's for putting in a journal or a planner. Let's see if I can get it to do it the right way. I'm gonna have to do it the other way, the short side on top, because it will hold your pencil on the page. And I just thought that was so cool. For some reason my camera doesn't want to focus right now. Having trouble with the autofocus. I don't know why. So, I just thought those were neat. I thought I got 2 packages. Maybe not. I meant to get 2 packages. And I could tell you the prices, but they're always going to be different anyway. You know, they change them up. Oh, here's another pack of these doilies. These look like different patterns. It's possible that I did get different patterns. I said I was going to stop and open all these, so let me do that real quick. I'm back. I've got everything opened up now, so that'll save us a little bit of extra time. Okay, so here's these. These were a little bit different designs than the other pack. I don't remember the names of them. Those are really pretty. And again, I'll put all the links down in the description box so you know what I ordered. It will take you there, and if it's still available, it will show it. Gosh, those are really pretty. So these are more dainty, kind of shabby chic. All right, so the next thing were these stickers, and I ordered them because I wanted washi stickers, and it says right on the listing, I double checked it just now, they are washi stickers, and they are not. They are acetate. Shiny. Don't they know my aversions to shiny? But I ordered these because these are all green, and green, you know, ties in with a lot of things. So, whoops, turning them over. Mostly leaves, and they are a nice size. They're not oversized at all. So that's that one. And then I ordered one with blue flowers because it seems like blue flowers are hard to find, but I am disappointed that they are not actually, it says that they are made with washi paper, and they clearly are not. They're clearly acetate. And I'm pretty sure I looked at all of these in the listing, and it would tell you if the finish was matte or glossy. And I'm pretty sure when I ordered it, it said that it was a matte finish, but I could be wrong. I looked at a lot of things, but I was really trying to double check that because I wanted them to be matte, to be actual washi stickers, not the shiny plastic. So anyway, I got the blue because blue is a hard color to find. That being said, you really don't see blue tulips or blue roses very often, but you do see some of these other colors, other flowers. So that's how these look. I hope that's a good overview for you. I'm dropping them like crazy. This is a clematis. And then just for kicks and giggles, we have some white daisies with purple flowers, but it's just a color you don't see very often in any of the packs, so that is why I ordered it. But they are not washi. So I might put that in the review, kindly. I'll be kind. But that is disappointing because that's one of the main reasons I ordered them. Okay, so this right here was, what was this? Just some other washi stickers, which probably also said in the listing that they have a matte finish, and they really do. Okay, so these are just like little labels, little snippets of things you could put on. Okay, these are cute. You know, that's kind of like little strips of washi tape. So that's cool. Those are very useful. Oops, I'm just dropping them. and they're a nice size. So these skinny ones, let's see, they are about 5/8 or 7/8 of an inch, so just shy of an inch wide, and they are 4 inches long. And then these wider ones are 1 3/8 and 4 inches. No, let's see, get my ruler lined up. 3 7/8 inches long, so almost 4. But you know, sometimes like when I'm putting down my flower stickers, I like to pretend like I've got a little piece of tape holding it to the page. And there's several of these I'm already seeing that would be perfect for pretending to be faux tape. And they are a nice size. That's cool. Oh, and then this makes a clever little pocket tag. Because you could cover that up. That's cute. Nice. Well, there's some packaging that'll get reused, huh? Yeah, let's slide that back in there. Okay, now this is a very useful object, and I've been thinking about it, and they had them for a decent price, which I forgot to double check. I did double check. These were $1.88 is what it said, and I think the ones we used to order for the school were around $1, but they didn't have the nice curve, and they didn't have pretty colors. They were just plain basic old metal. So I'm trying to find something to put under this because I don't want it to accidentally leak through to my eyelet fabric, which it might not. But this is for one of those, for blacking out your important information before you put it in the trash. That really works. Look at that. That's awesome. Very cool. So this is the security stamp. That's nice because sometimes you just don't want to put things in the trash with your name and address on them. You can throw that piece of paper away now. And then this pack is another pack of scrapbooking papers, but I've opened this now after opening my Grabie order, you know, the Grabie subscription box. I feel like I'm probably good on little 5x7 sheets of paper. These are, 4 3/4 by, come on, 4 3/4 by almost 6 7/8. Vintage plant series. So I think I picked them because they were all florals. Cool, really pretty. Definitely got tons of the botanical floral papers on in no short supply. These are really pretty though. Look at the color and look at how vibrant these images are. That's neat. I like these. These are neat. Good purchase. Good purchase. I don't know where the front page went. Is that? It's gone. Oh, here it is. Not that I probably need it, but it looks really cool too. There's that. And then I got these stickers, more word stickers, and I did kind of take a minute to read them when I was looking at them online to make sure that most of them were ones I would use. But what I liked was that they have the colors. See, this has like pastel colors and purples and blues and greens, purples. But I did like that there were the different colors on the background because sometimes you just don't want white or you don't really want to have to ink it up. You want to just, you know, have a pretty color, right? Okay, so these are little paper packs. This one was called, now I just looked it up so I could tell you. This one was called Fantasy Forest, and this one was called Butterfly Family. So again, I wanted the slightly bigger papers, and you can fold these in half. This is very similar to what I've seen on some Grabie shares. But like little mini journal pages. Aren't they cute? I mean, they'd be great for fairy tale and nature, but they're not so fantastical that I couldn't use them, you know, very versatilely. I'm not really into like some of the fantasy lore and elves and witches and all that. That's just not what I gravitate to, but I do like these papers a lot. I think there's, yeah, like a little tree elf or something here with with a deer hanging out, but they did have really pretty images. Here's little fairies walking across the fairy bridge at night, I guess. See, isn't that cool? They're just enough different, but I think the patterns on them would go really well in all kinds of journals. And then this one was Butterfly Family. And also I like that you could just fold them into a journal as a small page, a small accent. See? And they're a nice paper. It's a little bit thinner, but it feels really good. So let's see. There's that one. That one. Is that upside down? Probably. Yeah. Looks like it. Okay, that one's not. See, and this one could kind of go with the butterflies in that one that I just had. And then here, really dark colors. It's interesting. Okay, so the spook house would not be my cup of tea. It's supposed to be butterflies, people. The castle, maybe. Like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, that was well worth it, I think. And I just looked up the prices, but I can't remember, so I can't tell you. I've got too many numbers going around in my head. This, though, I think I paid $1.68 or $2.68, something like that. These were 48 cents for the little tape measures. Yeah, and I already told you that one. So those are the prices that I'm remembering right at the moment. Okay, this I thought this was so cool. And I'm, always looking for different kinds of papers to put in your journal. I didn't realize it was so thin. But what this is calligraphy paper for practicing your characters. And I just thought it looked really neat. It's got kind of a waxy background, and it has very similar to like a tissue paper feel. I just got a pack because they sounded interesting. So I got that. I got a package of these. They were 7 something, I believe. I could be telling you wrong. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. And these are those big mesh pouches. They're not, they're solid. So the air doesn't really go through them, but there's the mesh fiber in there, and they're big enough to hold a lot of your papers, your 8.5 by 11s and stuff. So I've seen other people use these, and I think it's great for storage, and this is a really good price for them. And they're gonna last forever because they're plastic. So now I'm killing the earth, but I'm well organized in my supplies. And then the last one, I got 2 of these packs. Some of the other ones were out, and I was actually looking for 12 by 12 double-sided paper, and I could have sworn it said it was double-sided. I read a lot of the reviews too to make sure. But I'm looking at this one, and it is not double-sided paper. That being said, it is really pretty paper, and it is 12 by 12. So we'll just go through here. So this one was called Joyous Childhood. And I was just looking for 12 by 12 scrapbook paper options. Isn't that cute? Those will make great focal points. That's sweet. Can you see the whole thing? I think so. That's pretty. Here's this one. Little boy, I think. Cute. Cute, cute. Let me verify the price because I know it was pretty good. These were on special when I bought them, so they were $1.87 a pack. So there's 12 sheets, 12 designs. They are right now $5 and some odd cents. I just looked it up. So the prices do change. So that's everything I got from TEMU. So it was kind of a mix between practical things and not so practical, just creative, crafty things, So that's it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this haul today. It's just kind of a little something different. I'm just trying things out. My total order was $34 and change. It did take a while to get here. Everybody said it's such fast shipping, but it really wasn't. Anyway, everybody said it's pretty fast shipping, and I didn't feel like my shipping was super fast because it didn't come as soon as I needed it to. It came while I was away on our trip, and then it came sooner than the anticipated date, which was supposed to be after we got back, but it came right about the time we left. And then this, I thought I'd ordered 2 packs. I only ordered 1. I think I wanted to see how the quality was, but it's pretty good. And I'm also remembering when you first go to their website, if you're a brand new customer, they give you a pretty good discount the first time. So I did go through Pam's links, but then it gave me a bigger discount as being a first-time customer than what her discount is. But now, subsequent orders, I can go through her links and pay a little bit less. So that's the deal there. I hope I'm not steering you wrong. That's what I'm remembering in my head. If that's not true, I'll put a disclaimer in the description box. Okay, let me share with you our quote for the day. It's coming from God's little instruction book. And don't you love, I have all these little tabs so I can find the ones I really like. Read them to you. But the one we're going to read today says, "The secret of contentment is the realization that life is a gift, not a right." Life is a gift, not a right. In other words, treat it like a gift and enjoy and appreciate what you have. You will be content, and you won't be worried about what it is that you're missing or lacking and don't have. Contentment. I was hearing a talk on contentment the other day. I can't remember everything it said, or I'd tell you, but it did pertain to this. This scrapbooking and junk journaling and those things, I always put a check mark so I can remember that I read it. Scrapbooking, junk journaling, and the ability to be able to craft at this stage in my life. I don't have a lot of pressing responsibilities. We don't have grandkids yet. Our kids are youngish, still in their 20s for another, year or so. And I do feel very grateful that I have this time, this opportunity to do this, because for a long time I didn't. I had to put it all away for years and years. And I'm very grateful that I have actually a room in my house that I can devote to it. As we're looking forward to eventually retiring in a few years and having a little more mobility and what will life look like, there's going to come a day when I am going to want to put this away and to have more freedom and to go and move around and travel and do different things. So I am content. This is a gift. The ability to create and craft, share with you guys on YouTube, to make things that I enjoy doing, and to just have the time in my day to come in and do that is such a gift for me. And I don't take it lightly, because there was so long when I didn't have it, or I had to pack everything up. Every time I got it out, I had to go put it away and put it somewhere else because we needed the dinner table or there just wasn't space. So I very much am appreciative of the fact that I can do this, that I have a little bit of money that I can spend, to go buy some lace for 20 cents or whatever. So I never look at this lightly. And when I share these things, it's more to give you ideas of what's out there. It isn't necessarily to demand that you go spend your money or to try to make you jealous or envious. It's just, here's some stuff I found, and I find them very helpful for me because then I'm more aware of what I'm looking at. I notice things easier in the stores and in the thrift shops because I've seen it somewhere else. And I just hope that you guys don't take these shares in the wrong spirit, because they're just shares, It's just fun to share what you find and what other people have and what other people find. I don't know. I find as much joy watching other people go thrifting as I do when I go. So anyway, life is a gift. Contentment is realizing that is a gift and just being very happy in the time and the place and the situation that you are. Happiness is fleeting and contentment is constant. And it doesn't have to do with the things that you have. It has to do with your quality of life. All right, that is it for today. Until next time, be inspired. Go do something creative today. And if you can't be creative, sit down and read a book or do something that just feeds your soul. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. All right, bye-bye now.